4点半好。Good morning. Hello, good morning. Thank you. Let me have DTS 的
Bob Dodson, Robert Dodson. Thank you.
这两个就是
Nice to meet you.
Same time, priority electronics.
If you already get your badge, go this way.
That's okay.
That was nice.
I've got a little thank you very much for the fruit. Was you that sent the fruit? Was it you?
And some coffee or some.
Yes. Did you send the fruit
Yeah.
I've got something from you.
Fento?
Thank you very much, okay?
Nice to meet you. We never met before, right?
From Central. Nice to meet you too. It's been
Okay, I can find some breakfast.
Okay. Don't worry about
Yes.
trying to yes, to find another thing.
Okay, you are ready. Okay, it's your turn. Speak. Hi.
Morning.
Do you see that? Okay, do you see? If you actually some coffee, quick coffee.
What? You don't have to do that. I don't I enjoy the traffic. The back seat.
Okay. Welcome to Advantech and welcome to the 1990 distributors meeting. This is the second distributor meeting we ever had since we introduced the PC Car series in 1987. And this has been the third location in the past 3 years. We have been moving all the time. So if you have a difficulty to understand or you got lost in the middle of the presentation or conversation.
I'm the general manager and also marketing director of Advantech. It's really our pleasure to have all of you here. And most of you travel long distance to here. And I think some of the
compatible digital input-output car. Okay, it can drive and receive I/O modules, including AC I/O module and the DC I/O module. And the 722
What I'm doing is I'm using the output of the analog output of the 718 to generate some kind of sine wave and feed it back to the analog input.
Also, this is building some personal memory inside. So when you go to actually, it's a lot of those commands.
Okay.
Yeah, yes.
85 and 95. And you can count the voltage and the count the value by function function. And if you set to the 81x, there are two functions, two selections in 80 range. If you set to the individual, it will the same as the 81 to PG.
Well, maybe this is okay. Maybe you keep it and maybe
This is
It's the only one. It's a great software. Now I will show you steps. Now I enable the string. This program will predict the maximum sampling rate. The system.
Is that the question you just discussed is some kind of standardization or something like that? Because for data acquisition control, there's no standard answer, right?
Well, no,
you have all kinds
in most industries, regardless, PLCs aren't standard either, typically in terms of application. You have to know enough about your application. But many of the engineers who have done one data acquisition project can ask the right questions for another one, because they've learned, just like PLCs. So the PLC people are given software now that the application engineer in the plant, he knows he needs 4 analog inputs, he knows which ones he needs, and he puts the system together, and it gives him the hardware configuration. It tells him exactly, and it even prices it up for him, list prices, of course. And then he can use his own multiplier, whatever you give him. So he's just doing an estimate for a project. They used to call me all the time and they'd say, okay, I want this, and you're on the phone all day for estimates, where he can do his own estimating now for projects. But it's all on software. It's called Expert System. Alan Bradley sells one like that.
That's a disk that you can run, you can go through the menu and select the item.
Yeah.
It will walk you through the each steps.
That's right. And if you make a mistake, for example, you want to use 2 cards.
Effectively sell the product, whether if we're using telemarketing techniques, what can we do to train new people to come online in our houses? People do turn over, and we'd like to hire sometimes entry-level people to do some of this phone work out of school. So it could be a good training aid. Number 2, to help the customer answer most of his questions with his catalog. What can we do as a tool? And we're going to stand out if we start doing
that. That will make support and easier, much
All you
easier.
have to do is upgrade my software every time you come out with a new issue, and if I want to customize it, I come in a word processing mode and put my own prices in that I would like to have, and my own part numbers if I want to use part numbers, and so on and so forth. And it makes it easy for you. If we're all talking, it just goes worldwide.
How do we call this this software? In general term, I mean.
show partner.
No, I don't know what you mean.
many experience. Some user, they just want to do this and this, how much, but you need to spend much more. And also you need to study this.
Beside the promotion. With regards to advertising, the three-stage step that we do with advertising, we advertise in a magazine, we have editorials, etc. We push the advertisers to put in as much editorial as possible. Then what we do is we get responses from those advertising campaigns that we've had, and then we send out the literature, master catalogues or even short form catalogues to the customers. And then about, say, 2 weeks later, we don't leave it too long, we then follow up and ring those customers up. And we usually find that we get responses by doing that and we make sales.
And from Danny or Sandra, it's very urgent.
Let me say, it's the inventory
Yes.
sharing.
Because the innovation, the European cost.
The list of
will take off for 12 hours. Get time between these companies.
Okay. But also, if you get sales leads for customers in other countries, for instance, we go to trade shows, we do trade shows in our country. Yeah, but we already do business with CERN in Switzerland. So I said to Bruno, I can give him the details of the customer, and he can take the customer in Switzerland, more effectively than I can.
Sales lead sharing.
We like to have a product selection guide software. That means you run the software and tells the computer what you want.
Well, I will do it another way. First of all, I want to thank Advantech for this opportunity, and I want to give them my commitment and comment for that very good meeting. They have done a great job. Okay. Let me present myself. My name is Brooke, but if you see my complete name, you see I'm almost married to Advantech. That's just a coincidence. Our company is CER, and a matter of fact, that is an abbreviation, Computer Engineering Rosenbaum. But in the future, we want to have the focus on the short term. Nobody knows nowadays what is the complete meaning of IBM. Okay, I want to tell you something about our company, in short, and something about our products. And I will keep it short, perhaps you will be hungry. We've been about the company, first of all. We have been founded in '86. At the moment, we are working with 11 people, and there are a few parties involved in the companies. There are several owners, as a matter of fact. I'm personally involved with the company, so there is some direct relation with the company.
It's very easy. Okay, we make a lot of advertisement in Germany, and so they contacted us and said, okay, we would like to make a test with certain kind of cars. And I sent them the 711, the 712, and the 718. Original cards from Advantech, sent it to them. They made a test and sent, before they published this, the result to us and asked us to look around it if there's a critical error in configuration, measurement, procedure, or everything else. And so he asked me also why this this one diagram is this one here. This diagram is not normal here, because normally it's like a line. It's not usual, it goes up and up. What is this effect? And I said, I can say maybe it's broken, I don't know it. And so he says in his report that this is that he doesn't know where it comes from. And so we come close and close, and I ask him
to make the test with the 718 and with the 711 too, because the test included some cards from Brown, higher price, higher performance, and from us the A12, lower price, lower performance. So it is not right to compare those cards because they are on different kind of levels. And I asked him, why didn't you use our 718 card for this? Because the 718 or the 818 is about equal to the other ones. And he said it was not his target to make a test which one is the better one. I don't know why. It just
You try to be
it just
medium.
exactly
You
right.
don't want pilot.
Yeah, it just said we are making a test to show, or let me say another way, the result of the test is it depends on the application, what kind of car is the best for you. And overall, I would say, including all the diagrams, the cards from Advantech are really good.
Thank you very much.
If someone is interested in the original,
German.
in German, it's no problem to send it to
I will
you.
have a copy, but in German.
In German, right? Yeah.
More detail. This is only short translation, only shortcut translation. Not
Right.
feel that in the future, if it's possible, I told Casey last night, our visit,
right?
yeah, maybe we change country each year, every year.
Change what?
Change location of meeting.
Change location.
To Pattaya.
Like next year go to Thailand, the next year go to, we can keep
Are you inviting everybody?
Yeah,
Okay, it's a good idea.
People register.
Your comments about the meeting. Okay, can you please just check it out?
More beer.
Before you leave, you see, check it out and feel you comment about this meeting. Give us some evaluation. You can say, you don't, before practice, okay? And leave the comments on the table, and then you are ready for dinner.
Just like a